100%.
You 100% did.
100% did not just fart.
just
100% did not just fart.
All right.
If I did fart,
Hi everybody.
I would let everybody know.
So we're starting the podcast today. Caesar farted.
That's how
and
he wants it. See,
it's
look,
disrespecting
whoever smelt it dealt it.
I didn't smell it. I heard it, you motherfucker.
It's the same thing.
Oh, no, it's not. No.
100%.
No.
Yes. So
whoever
I would
denied it
happily
supplied it.
And whoever, I knew a rebuttal to that one, but I forgot it.
Yeah,
but I
did.
still will go on record and say I did not fart.
And on record, I heard him fart.
And no pun intended, but what a shitty way to start the intro, Eddie.
It's a great way to start. I was like, oh, this is perfect. This is where I've started this.
This is not a great way to start
Hey,
the
Caesar's
intro.
ripping ass in the studio.
The funny thing
I'm
is,
trapped in here in this room with this man, and he's just like, oh, you got to smell my shit now.
The funny thing is, he can't smell anything, is what he's saying. But this mythological fart never happened.
It fucking happened.
It never happened. I think
I wish I was recording when he farted.
You were.
No, I wasn't.
You were. We're gonna watch this back and we're gonna see the reactions, and you guys are gonna actually be able to see it fully and know. I'm feeling. We're gonna we'll take a polygraph test to this.
Yeah, you farted.
At some point, we will take a polygraph test. I did not fart. It is stated on record. I did not fart.
Maybe you didn't feel it. Maybe you have a loose butthole.
Oh, I don't have a loose butthole. I do not have a loose butthole.
How do you know you don't have a loose butthole?
I know I don't have a loose butthole. You have a loose butthole.
No, I don't, man. I don't.
But top stories. Eddie farted.
No. I didn't fart. All right. Because literally what happened was I was doing something over here. I heard it and I go, you just fart? And then he's like, nah, I didn't. You farted.
And the funny thing is, we both heard it. Where did you hear it from? I heard it from right here. I heard it
from over here.
I heard something right
over
there.
Here, which is your ass is over there.
Dude, my ass is pointing this way. So you would have heard it this way. If
listen.
I would've shot it this way.
Listen. If you want to hear a fart, there's a fart. I farted right then. I didn't fart before.
I think he just spread his asshole so it would came out silent.
No, I just farted. You probably just couldn't hear it on the mic because it's away from the mic. These are meant to cancel out room noise.
This is a horrible. Intro, Eddie.
I'm not gonna put my mic to my
Eddie,
asshole.
This is a horrible intro.
No, this is it.
We've lost half the viewers.
No, this is it. This is what you get to deal with.
Okay, so
all right.
Welcome to Take the Time Talks, the shittiest podcast.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah. So what's good? How are you?
Good, brother. Good.
Awesome.
Not much.
Awesome.
You know, I got sunburnt as I showed you.
Yeah.
I'll show the people.
Do you want to show the people?
I'll show the people. Listen, guys. Just understand, sunscreen gives you cancer, but so does the sun. So which cancer do you want?
Again, I don't know if it actually does, but this is what he's going for.
Look at those. Let me have my boobies.
You guys got a little show, free.
Yeah.
Episode 3 is going at it, dude. Episode 3 is amazing, dude. I love episode 3. All right, it is. God, it is. As he's flaking.
So let's see. Episode 2, you got to see my moose knuckles, and then episode 3, you get to see my titties.
Dude, I know. I mean, like episode 4 is. What are you gonna have in store for us?
I don't know yet. I don't plan it.
It's just on the fly.
Yeah,
it's on the fly. That's wonderful.
Hopefully nothing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm tired of exposing myself. I think it's your turn.
I mean, dude, I think you love it. I mean, at this point, I don't know what. He told me it's a podcast, and now we're getting into a free show.
You saw how much I'm peeling, though. Like
it's intense.
That's epic.
It's intense.
It's gnarly.
So, but I don't think all sunscreen gives you cancer.
No, I don't even think it gives you cancer. Period.
You just said that. Okay, so 100%. Just as a legal disclaimer, we are not financial advisors. We are also. You should take.
We're not experts on sunscreen.
On anything.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you should probably wear sunscreen. I didn't think I was gonna need it because I usually don't need it. But I was just out for way too long.
Yeah.
And no. I forgot my hydro.
Eddie's trying to hydro at the same time. One of us has to hydro after the other. That way we have a little.
Well, it's
space.
a good thing to do because I don't want to sound like a raspy little fuck. You know?
for sure.
Be on the mic, like,
Lubricated.
hey, oh ma.
So as you guys can see, we're changing it up. We like
the close-up view.
We're gonna do the close-up view today just to see what it's like.
Well, it's also because like he's got a short.
I got a short ass mic, but again, just let us know.
Well, not mic, but you have short headphones.
Yeah,
headphone wire. But
tiny one. I'm gonna get a little longer.
He's gonna get a long one like mine, so that way we can be farther back again, so you guys can see our full bodies. Maybe get some more moose knuckle shots.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. How was your week? I know you told me you did a lot of work.
It was a wild week. Let's get to the folks though. OMI update.
Excuse me. Oh, OMI update. Yeah, we should pull that
up. Financial update is where we're gonna start. We're gonna pull up the chart for you guys so you guys can see. So, based off of our entry, for all of our viewers here at Take the Time Talks, we should have all gotten in at 0.22 or 0.21. We are currently at 0.0037. So that is currently
well, it's up 9.48% from what probably yesterday.
It's like we're up 80% from where we entered.
Yeah.
Roughly.
Yeah.
Maybe 75.
Yeah.
But that's great returns.
You should have invested, people.
But look, this is a great way. So just to kind of go down, can you scroll down so we can see the chart? It actually went higher. So, this is a great lesson also to not always, have
it was at
FOMO.
40. It was at 47.
We hit 47. We made a full 100% return.
I still got to invest, yeah.
Yeah, so literally a couple days ago, I'm sure some of our viewers saw, but basically, you could have invested however much money and made a 100% return on your investment and sold it. Theoretically speaking, you could have traded that. You could have bought it at 0.22, sold at 0.4.
This is where we were at. Was like
we're at 0.21. Before that,
no, we're on the second. That's the second.
Oh, I know, but our original entry was what's our first podcast date?
Freaking, I don't know.
Look, our original entry was 0.21.
Oh, it was our first podcast. We weren't that was like low. The last week of June. So it was at that's the 25th.
Yeah, 0.21. Right there.
Like around 0.21. Yeah, and then we did
0.22.
And then our second podcast, it was at the 0.2. Well, we ended at 0.28, right?
Yeah.
And then it ended the day.
That second podcast, you're right. We hit 0.27, 0.28.
Yeah.
Yep. And then in between that, look, it went to 0.47. Mm-hmm. It consolidated back, but it found some support at 0.36. Mm-hmm. It's currently holding there. And we're going to see if it holds there and keeps on moving forward. I'm bullish, definitely, as you can see kind of where we're going and, with everything coming along. But this is just a great way to show you, look, it's about looking at target, kind of seeing it, and then sniping it, right? You're trying to make that return. Mm-hmm. And at this point, this is just a slow investment. So at the end of the day, whatever your guys' goals are, that's why I say if it's financial, if it's, don't have a fear of missing out. Because that's where a lot of times people get hurt. Yeah. When investing in this thing, as they see something, they want to make a quick buck. They see Dogecoin, they see all this stuff shooting up, and they're like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna buy," and then it crashes.
Because people sell, and then to make their
money. We have to have a plan when we're going into it. Or you don't have to, but at the end of the day, that's where you're gonna have your results.
Based off the trend, do you think it's gonna spike a little bit again? Probably get close to 0.4, and then or the 0.004, and then drop a little bit back down to the 0.003 again.
So we're still so early that this whole where it's at is I do think that it's still gonna have these huge spikes as you saw. I mean, it hit 0.47 really fast. Yeah, and that's why in the same token, some people sold off, took profits, and that's where we're seeing it at 0.36. I think it's gonna keep on slowly moving forward. If we're able to hold this right here at 0.36 for another week, we keep on moving. Yeah. I think slowly, because here's the biggest thing is right now in the crypto space, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all that stuff, it's down right now. Yeah. We're in a down market in regards to the crypto and everything like that. Well, during that time though, what has OMI done? OMI has been moving up, from the low, even though, it has, because again, it has the real news behind it. It has, real business development, This is like investing in an IPO. Yeah, investing in a company, because as opposed to just a crypto like Bitcoin and Dogecoin, right? And I'm not saying those are bad. Of course, they're the greatest, but you need money. It takes money to make money. That's the truth in life, you know. But
and it's at least this takes less money.
Exactly, because you can do the math, but you also see the opportunity, because it's not just, oh, I'm investing in this token and we're gonna pump and dump. You see, hey, really, what this thing's turning out to be is
you
like
can
a
do
credit
both.
card.
You can do a little long-term portion, and then you can pump and dump throughout that and just keep a sustained amount.
Exactly. So that's definitely
Also, what an elegant way to describe investments, just pump and dump.
No, that's where a majority of the cryptos are, though.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying, it just sounds dirty.
It's the truth, though. I mean, if you go on what's trending, people are like talking about Shiba Inu, and there's Bully, the Bully token. I mean, all these different dog coins based off of Dogecoin, because they're trying to make the next Dogecoin, but really. They're trying
to do the Yoinkin twist. You know what that is?
No.
It's when you take like a subject or a matter or whatever, you take that idea and then you just put a little twist on it, and then sell it right back to the people.
Yep.
And just try and kind of you'll probably never pass the original person to set it, but you'll at least get close to it. You know what I mean?
Totally.
So that's what I see with those ones, and they're just probably not doing. I've never even looked into those. I never even knew about them until right now.
Yeah, no, that's why I say pump and dump, because what was happening was the reason the crypto space is so it's like the wild west, because some of the shit that some people are doing is there's these groups of traders, or not just traders, but groups of people that'll come together and say, hey, we're gonna all buy up this one coin, and then we're gonna start pumping it up. We're going to start telling everybody, oh my God, this is the next crypto. I'm going to make a bunch of money. You guys are going to make a bunch of money. And then get them in, and then they're going to sell
spikes,
into
they just
hype.
sell,
And then they leave the people, and then those people are left with nothing, because really, that's why I say do your homework, right?
Yeah.
There's no need to rush. There's no need to have like a fear of missing out, because look, even with Omi, these people are still getting a better price than some of the people that were buying at a cent. You know, there's a lot of people that a huge majority of the population that bought up at 0.08, 0.1 cent. I bought a small amount at 0.08. So that's the way I invested in. I average it, and that's what I would say. So I bought $500 at 0.08. I bought another $500 when it went to about half that, 0.4, 0.45, 0.5, right? And then I slowly was like, I'm gonna keep waiting till it retraces down. I see a solid floor, and that's when I went heavy. That's when I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna buy 1,000 at around 0.15. You know,
and then now it's going way back up.
Exactly, and now we're just slowly averaging and buying the dip. So that's my recommendation with everyone is don't have a fear of oh, I just missed it, because that's where people make the mistakes. And have an outlook. I say buy this, you can trade it. But like I said, for these people, you would have made a
good amount of money.
You made 80% on your money, whatever amount. You could invest $10,000. You just made $8,000.
Yeah, exactly.
And then for the people that have money, if they invested $100,000, they just made $80,000.
Exactly.
That's why for the people that have money, you can see what they do. It doesn't take a lot to live.
That's where it's
trade it out.
My high school stocks teacher was like, "Hey, the way you're gonna want to look is penny stocks, because that's where you're gonna make your
Mulligan?
No, I didn't have Mulligan. I had
He's not stock teacher.
He started with an S. I can't remember his last name. I don't remember. But I just remember he had a goatee, skinny little white dude, bald. He talked really funny. He was really cool.
He was a vet?
No, he worked the stock market. That's what he did.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. But no, like what he taught us though, he's like, just look at penny stocks. That's where you're gonna make your quick investments, quick returns. And then once you get a good lump sum where you have, okay, you're doing good in those, get yourself some safe stocks like Walmart or Target or those big ones where you're like, no, this is more like a savings account that may continue to make me more money.
Yeah, and the beautiful thing about investing is there's multiple ways of doing it. Like you said, that's some people are going to do penny stocks because they want to do the research on those companies, and you can find a small cap company that's not worth that much.
Well, then you find ones that are like how Dogecoin did and just skyrocketed, and then you make a bunch of money, and then you're like, okay, and then you take the money out, and that's when you make those other plays.
So for crypto, there's always this biggest fear though. That's why nothing's guaranteed though. That's why we say we're not financial advisors.
Yeah.
But with crypto, the government regulation could come in and knock it out.
That's true. Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I always say go light, but at the end of the day, just kind of see where you're doing, and start off small. It's like you're nurturing an egg. This is a golden egg. Put a little bit in there, because at the end of the day, all this is for yourself, really, or for the person who's going to do that. You're investing in yourself. Yeah, and that's what the thing they never.
Well, I
teach
mean, you're
you.
not really investing in yourself. I think you're investing in a company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so exactly, you're right. You're investing in a company.
I would say it's like a seed, right? And your money's like some water. And how much water do you want to put on that seed? Yeah,
I can see. So really, what I meant it as put your money to work.
Yeah.
You can only work so much. We can go work a 9 to 5, but how much you're gonna make.
Yeah, exactly.
Money doesn't get tired. Money will work 24/7, and that's what we've always been taught. That's why the people that do that. But regardless, it doesn't take a lot. Start small. Omi's a great project. Look around, and let's continue to watch it, people, because as you see, it's moving up. It's at 0.36.
It dropped a little bit while we were talking. It was at 3.7.
Yeah.
So it's at 3.6.
It's been consolidating. For the levels at 0.36.
Yeah. The high today over the 24 hours was 37.
So remember, percentage-wise, towards a cent, if a cent's 100%, we were at 22%. We went to 36. We went to 48%. 47% was the high.
Yeah.
Drop back down. We're at 36% right now, towards 100, towards a penny, right? And again, people are getting a great entry.
Yeah. It's still a good spot to buy, because it's not.
And I think we got to get you some Omi at some point. I don't know if you want to do it tonight. Probably not. Just because I don't know if you want to blur everything out.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna wait till it drops a little bit.
But I say just even as you can see the chart, you can kind of see where it's at. You see the high low. See right there where it tells you the low of the day and the high of the day, and you can kind of see where it's at right there. So it's like I said, it's kind of narrowing down, but again, there's a lot of upside to it, but it's still super early. When this project's really going to take off is when it goes on a real exchange, like Coinbase or Robinhood.
Yeah.
That's when something's really going to take off. And the beautiful thing is, remember the first time we Googled it?
Yeah.
It popped up on Coinbase. And that's why I was like, oh, I didn't know it was on Coinbase.
Yeah. Well, you can't buy it on those. Remember, I had my buddy who was trying to buy them, and I was like, yeah.
And you can't buy it on Coinbase. You have to go ahead and buy it.
You can't even find. Yeah, you can't even find it on Robinhood.
Nope. Because again, cryptos. We'll deep dive if we find that some people really want to get interested in. Want to have the conversation.
Yeah.
But basically, the reason they're not on that is because those platforms, once it's on Ethereum, once it's on all these things, that takes a lot of money. And so now it's a startup.
Yeah. So there's not, it just doesn't have
they're on a different blockchain. They're on a different network. So it's keeping the cost down right now as they're developing the thing.
Yeah. Cause they need to, they need to,
Yeah. So
it makes sense. But that's our weekly update. Our weekly update on
the financials.
In
regards to the crypto, our personal take the time talks investment. I mean, at some point, we're gonna start take the time fund. That's gonna be I'm gonna start take the time fund. It's gonna be we're gonna start this, like, again, it's gonna be, oh look, take the time fund here. We're gonna start off with $1,000, and I'm gonna turn this into $100,000 live.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So and it's gonna be like this. If I put my money in the Omi right there, I would have traded up 2,000. But personally, I would have put it in the market, in the stock market, and traded it that way. But in regards to the Omi, that's more like investing in gold for me. I'm gonna put a little bit in there. It dropped down. We'll see what's up. Averaging in, it's as much as I can get while it's below a cent, while it's below half a cent, because then I know I'll double my money at a cent, and then from there, I'm riding off into the sunset.
Yeah.
So that's just in regards to that investment. But yeah. So the one guy, he was interested. He wants to buy Omi.
Oh yeah. My buddy Lake.
Blake or Lake.
And then you told me, what was the website you told me to buy it on?
So just to give people the 3-minute rundown, I say YouTube it, just to, you can kind of see how to buy Omi. But basically, the way I can describe it is, cryptos, everything's basically anonymous, right?
Yeah.
Not really, but everything's private. It's not like here where your bank account says Eduardo Tenemachi, and your debit card says Eduardo Tenemachi, right? In crypto, it's a string of numbers, and that's your crypto wallet, right?
Yeah.
And the only way people know your wallet is if you give them out your info, or if you're sending money back and forth, right? Basically, all these companies are Robinhood, Coinbase are exchanges and wallets, right? Coinbase is an exchange where you can buy your crypto, right? And then it's also a wallet where you can store your crypto and you can hold your crypto
and then
on there.
you can sell it and use it.
If you wanted to, really, because how crypto works is you can put it anywhere, right? I mean, people had it on their hard drives. There's stories of people like back in 2010 that threw away their old computer and are like, oh my God, I had 500 Bitcoin in there, and now that's worth like $5 million.
Oh, and that's also the issue with the Bitcoin pricing and all that kind of stuff too. It's like, really, how much of that stuff is in circulation?
Exactly, we don't know. And at some point, we're gonna figure it out though, because all of it will be mined. And
I mean, it's kind of the same thing with regular money. You know, if everyone were to go to the bank and try and pull out all the funds in their accounts,
how much is really there?
Yeah, the bank.
But now we're getting into the financials and what's really gonna go down, and then the crash and all that. You know, and that's a time for a topic for another time. But really, though, that's something that's the truth.
Yeah.
So that's why at the end of the day, I say, I mean, for me, where I've like lived my peace in life is I live life like it's the Wild West. Yeah. Not like in regards to everything, but in regards to, we are in the West. We are. Yeah. Really, in regards to, hey, what was it, the life for them back then? We have to remember the simplicity of it: getting some water, getting some food, you know,
survival. It was survival, right? Yeah. There wasn't much.
And now, there wasn't much.
Yeah. You know? And then it started. Then they started to make advancements and stuff, and then quality of life and all that. Yeah. And that's exactly where the cryptos are at right now. Yeah, they had their portion. They're starting to expand and all that kind of stuff. New markets are opening up. NFTs are now like a thing. Like that. Yeah, like think about it. Like how this year is the first year I've heard of NFTs.
Exactly.
You know,
you're in year one.
Yeah.
Just like in 2010, it was the first year we heard about Bitcoin, and at the end of the day, people were like, "Oh, what's that?"
Yeah. But we don't. Now it's everywhere. Worth millions.
and we don't even realize that we've been taking in NFTs all your life. Every TV show you've seen as a kid, every picture you've seen, every little billboard, even every little thing on your phone. I mean, the fact that we grew up with an iPhone, like, you've been seeing all this digital stuff. We're transitioning into a digital world, you know. It's not far-fetched, you know, where things are going, you know.
Exactly.
I mean, look, the craziest thing is great. This is a great way to bring it up. Richard Branson, the Virgin Mobile guy, just flew into space. Did you see about that?
No,
so,
what?
Dude, so now Virgin, right, the airline company, Mr. Branson, the billionaire, you know, he started this one space company. I forget the name. I don't tip of my tongue. Nonetheless,
I know what you're talking about. I remember seeing stuff about him working on trying to do that. Yeah. But I didn't know he had already done it.
They just flew yesterday. So basically they took their first test flight. He flew on the thing. It's basically a plane. It got launched from another one. Yeah. They're on the edge of space.
They had to carry
and then
just launched
they
them into
detached,
orbit, right?
And they launched them into orbit, and then they go right into the edge of space. So at their peak, they're actually in space, floating just like an astronaut would, looking down on the Earth.
So did they stay like they kind of like stuck in like the Earth's orbit kind of thing?
Exactly.
Where he's just like floating right.
Imagine like a satellite. Yeah, they're like a satellite.
Wasn't he trying to develop it to use it as like a form of travel to like as like the
land to his future space hotel or something like that?
Well, not his for for airplane travel.
Oh yeah, to make air travel way
quicker. Way quicker. So like you instead of having to
we're 10 years away, dog.
Yeah, I'm
telling you. We're fucking the future.
Yeah.
That's why look, year 2021. Yeah. Now they launched off into space. The thing is cool because look, it flew. Mm-hmm. It's in space and it's flying around the orbit, and then it landed back. So they landed back, all chilling, the crew and everything. It's gonna be a 4-passenger plane and 2 pilots. So 2 pilots, 6 people.
So it has to be a light.
It's like $250,000 a ticket. People have already bought tickets, you know, right? Yeah, LeBron James, you know, Minaj, right? All these people have already bought tickets because they're gonna do it, right? Yeah. It's gonna be like a. But
again,
that's
the thing. That's the first step.
That's the
think
first step.
Think about it. A new iPhone comes out, it's worth over $1,000. Then give it a few years, and then it's worth a few $100. You know? And so it's going to be the same thing. It's going to start out with hundreds of thousands of dollars, and then it's going to be a few $1,000s, and then affordable. It's going to be a normal person thing. It's going to take longer, obviously.
But that's where we're in the future, really.
That's so cool. I can't believe they already did it.
They did it. Yeah. And now imagine when all of a sudden we're launching from here, and it's like, oh, well, you're going to fly to Shanghai, and it's only going to take you 2 hours.
Yeah.
As opposed to 16-hour flight or something like
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
You know, fly up, shoot up in orbit like fucking Star Wars or some shit like that. Fly up,
Well, dude, it could even
and then land back.
It could even be quicker. You never even know, man.
And then there's people trying to build space hotels, right? Because that's the next thing. That's the next biggest thing is space tourism.
Expanding outside of the planet, which is kind of crazy because we haven't even explored
it's
much
the next
of this
frontier.
planet.
I mean, and we're not even there yet. That's why, I mean, hopefully in our lifetime we see some of that. I think hope,
one of the next things we need to start doing is really explore the ocean. You know?
Oh, dude.
Because that's basically
there's some crazy
outer
shit
space on Earth right now.
For sure.
Yeah.
But the ocean's like an untamed beast. I mean, it's so crazy.
I know, but like that's the next venture.
I can't wait.
I just think about also underground. You know, how much shit underground is there that we haven't explored yet?
Yeah.
Because of heat, we're not able to.
That's why I was like, man, you know, we need to build like a fucking city. That's the next thing is when we can build like a floating city.
Yeah.
You know, with all the plastic, we might as well. Plastic.
There's islands. That's why we have islands.
I know there's islands, but I mean, like in regards to like a man-made future city,
more like a real life Atlantis, you know, like.
Or we're running out of space.
Right under the ocean, just a city under the ocean.
That'd be pretty floating.
I would think that's future right there. Oh yeah, I live in the underwater city.
That's wild.
Yeah,
that's wild.
And you never know. Maybe we have to. We get rid of the ozone layer. We're fucked.
But that's why I say, you know what? C'est la vie. Whatever happens, happens. At this point, you got to live your life. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I mean, regardless, fucking COVID, all this shit. Like, fuck that. You know, we made it. We survived. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And, you know, you can't let anything hold you down. Exactly. And you got to do what you want to do, you know, and take your shot. Mm-hmm. But that's why I say at the end of the day, you know, it's a combination of things. That's why, you know, the whole working forever and doing all that thing, you gotta find the right balance. You know, you can't be a slave to something forever, you know, because everything's gonna hold you down. It's not worth it. It's not worth your time. It's not worth your life.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not worth your life, dude.
It's more valuable than that.
And it's so sad to see a lot of people, you know, caught up like that, dude. It's a rat race.
Yeah, I'm stuck in it right now. It sucks,
dude. I mean, and to a degree, we all are still, you know.
Yeah. Well, you have to be for a certain portion of your life, you know.
Yeah.
And if you work hard enough, then hopefully
it's time to grind it out now.
Yeah.
Trying to chill at 30.
Yeah, exactly.
Sit back and relax.
Watch your investments work.
We're gonna be chilling back with our OMI earnings. Hey Eddie, where you going? Oh, let's cruise aboard, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, how was the flight?
Hey, let's go to the Mars Hotel. Come on.
Dude, that's wild. No, but we're like, I feel like we're 30 years away from that. 40 years away. It's gonna take some time.
Yeah, we'll take some time.
Advancement's crazy. Mm-hmm. And I mean, look, now another thing. They're telling us we got aliens.
Yeah.
And to a degree, we all like knew it. Like, oh yeah, aliens, maybe one thing or another. But I mean, hey, the funny thing is they just declassified, but the stuff they declassified is from 2004, 1996.
What have they released all those documents yet?
They released a good majority of them, I think.
Yeah, but how much of it is like redacted?
Oh, dude, exactly. How much of it's redacted? Yeah. I think they've combed through it, and really, it's just saying, hey, we don't know shit. But I'm sure they're keeping the real stuff under wraps. Yeah. But they've seen crazy shit, like just things that right now can't be done with our physics, or you know, that things can't really explain. Like a ship. They said something crazy, like a ship was at like, you know, I forget, like 100,000 feet or a certain altitude, and then drop down in like a second.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the David Fravor, like the little Tic Tac. Yeah, that was at 80,000 feet, and then in like a second it was down at like a foot above sea level. And it was just chilling there, and then it like
dove and submerged.
Yeah, it submerged and was able to go through a different medium of space, and then it like essentially it was so fast that they were like, it fucking teleported there. But it basically went so fast that it got to their I forget the technical term for it,
destination.
But the spot that they were supposed to go to.
Yeah, something crazy.
Yeah,
like that.
Right. Yeah,
and that's where I'm like, again, there's who knows? It could be other governments fucking with our shit.
And then the factor that there was no like emissions.
Yeah,
like that shit is crazy.
I think it's like, realistically, I still think it's like 50-50.
Yeah.
I'm not like 100% dead set, like, oh shit, there's aliens. Maybe there are. But really, it could also be, dude, our governments fuck with each other all the time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It could be, you know, one country's fucking super sophisticated technology and they're just testing out. And then,
well, because it's understandable. Like, you could make something that has zero emissions if you have a crazy strong, like, magnetic motor.
But we don't have that technology yet. In regards to be able to hold itself though, right? Because their whole thing was it wasn't giving off heat signatures.
Yeah.
So this thing is making
movements. You wouldn't really give off heat signatures because there's no friction with
the
magnetic motors. They just use the repelling of it and then the attraction to like create motion, and you just generate that into energy.
Yeah. But that's why it's still that's
have you ever like looked into those?
Not in depth, no.
Dude, they're pretty crazy. I tried building one myself.
That's why
I got pretty close, and then I didn't.
Like once you drop the magnet, everything works in
yeah. So basically, like the way like I was trying to get it to work was, I was just doing like a little one just fuck around, but you take one of you have to get yourself a base. It has to be kind of like there's minimum friction basically with the way I was trying to do it, because I needed something to rotate it on. But you have to angle the magnets in a certain way so that there's just enough like repulsion and attraction to kind of keep it spinning without stopping. And then once you get the right angle down, you basically have to have almost like a switch that kind of like flicks it into place so that it starts the process and then it does it.
That's sick.
Yeah. But I mean, they're hard it takes a lot of math and it's a lot of finicking and
big brain.
But no, it's cool. Those like that's where I think it's doable. I think with like once we can kind of get more magnetism and that kind of stuff down, I think that's a good way to go about it. I mean, and that would be a good way to freaking supplement our electrical supply. But the issue is
magnets. We need those rare metals.
Well, not just that, but the thing is magnets kind of fuck with a lot of the electronics that we have nowadays, and that's the issue.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So it's like how we're gonna.
How can we use that's why I said most magnetic motors are that's why you say most magnetic motors are like they're just the actual magnets themselves running the whole thing.
That's what I think would be like a cool concept is if the bottom side of like say it's a flying saucer, but you have the bottom side be one set of the magnets, right? And then the top side be the other set of the magnets. So, and then the center hub of the axis of which it rotates upon is your, control station, right? And so then you use that to create the propulsion, and then I still don't know how you'd figure out how to like fly through space with that. But it also, you could create enough force where you just cause a tilt, and then that jolts you forward. But I don't know how fast you can make it go.
That's some pretty wild shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I've thought about it before because I'm like, dude, how would that fucking work?
I've thought about magnets with like hover cars. I thought we could just lay metal on the ground, right, and then
have them hover over.
But that's why we always say stopping. But the future, we'll get there.
Well, the issue there is braking.
Yeah,
that's the hard part.
That's the hard thing. How are you gonna stop?
But then, that's the thing. It's because you can't just like, I'm not just gonna put
the negative traction.
The negative propulsion, and then all of a sudden you're just coming to a dead stop, and you have people flying off hoverboards,
exactly,
or like fucking snap at their ankles. But I mean that'd be cool. But let's see. What are our recent topics on aliens? Was this possible signs of alien microbial life? Cassini reveals mysterious methane and plumes. What is this? This is a day years old. Let's find out. What are we looking at here? Plumes of Saturn moon could have possible life. Okay, that's cool, but I want intelligent life. What do we know about that? U.S. intelligence report on UFOs. Oh, here we go.
There we go.
I think this is the David Fravor stuff right here. Yeah, that's the Tic Tac.
No aliens, but government transparent desire for better data might bring scientists to UFO world. See, that's what they're saying. They're saying we don't know. We don't have aliens, but we just have weird, crazy shit flying in the air that we don't know what it is, and we don't think.
This is the Tic Tac stuff.
Let's watch it.
Yeah, let's.
No, just show the people. Yeah.
I'm just gonna turn off the sound.
There you go. The Pentagon just declassified 3.
Oh, what the fuck was that?
Go open it up. Full blast for them.
I want to be able to monetize. I don't want to get copyrighted.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, come on, dog.
We got.
Oh yeah. So see, like, here's the tracking thing. Is this the Tic? Yeah, that's the Tic Tac right there that they're tracking. And there's no emissions. It's so nuts.
Yeah, so this thing's flying, but from like again, people from what the technology we have now, something needs to be propelled forward, and now that thing has no emissions. And
UFOs are taboo among scientists. Oh, and then they're also calling them. Is there a new name for UFOs now?
Because this is unidentified flying object, and that's why they're trying to make it very clear. They're trying to get another thing, right?
No, there's another thing that is. They do it to kind of like separate whack
ISO.
No, is it? What's the
unidentified submersible object?
No. It's like UAPs or something. Unidentified.
USO. Hold on. He's looking up HPV. HIV. UAPs.
And craps. What? Yeah, let's see. Yeah, because they got over UFOs was used by too many people.
Yeah.
And so they're like, dude, we can't be having the shit associated with essentially whack jobs. Why won't this link open? There we go.
Yeah, they don't want to say UFO report and then them get put into the bunch of, oh, this is just another UFO report. Shout out Jungle Boys.
Jungle Boy. Oh wow, you're still smoking Jungle Boys? Well, yeah, I mean their shit's good. But yeah, UFPs. I wanted to see the thing about craps. I missed the part about craps there, man. Where the hell does it say it used craps?
Yeah, I saw that on the intro, but besides that, I didn't see anything.
So yeah, the videos are real. Yeah, we all know that. But yeah, so that's basically it.
Yeah. So basically, there's shit flying around. We don't know what it is. It could be China.
What if it's not even like an alien, as in out of this world alien? Like, what if it's just like an extra like terrestrial? Yeah, exactly. Like
that's what they're saying.
Some underwater, super intelligent civilization that we have no idea about because we haven't even bothered exploring. And I just don't think we have the means to. It's just the pressure that.
Yeah, and that theory works because their whole thing is if we just blow ourselves up, then that's going to destroy the ocean and kill off their society too. Like
yeah,
if we
so it would work. Exactly. It already fucked a bunch of the ocean already.
Yeah.
When we were doing all those tests, when we were developing it. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I could imagine they're like, "Hey, you're fucking with our shit."
Hey man. Yeah. So
I mean, that's always possible, unless that's just like a base. Maybe there's just a base down there. They're like, oh, they can't get down here.
I've tripped on that too. Because we never know. But the ocean's so vast. I mean, you don't really know what the fuck's out there.
Have you heard of the theory that the aliens of today are really just the people of tomorrow?
Yeah, but then we're also getting into like time travel.
Yeah,
because how can
Caesar? You think 100 years ago they thought about, hey, one day we're going to be able to push a plane into the orbit of the Earth and then fly it over and make travel super easy? You think they thought of that?
Probably not.
Why is time travel so, we could figure it out.
It's probably not because I don't know. Why don't you watch the new Disney Plus show Loki streaming now
I need to watch
on Disney Plus.
Is it good?
Shout out to our sponsor.
I keep hearing it's really good.
What?
I keep hearing it's really good.
It's actually really good. Yeah, dude, it's awesome. They're doing really well. That's why I'm like, dude, Disney fucking kills it. Yeah. And that's why I see that and I'm like, oh wow, great. And again, it's about investing indirectly. I could buy Disney stock, but I could invest in Omi, which guess who's partnered with them is Disney. And now all this huge shit that they're making all this money off of, in the future they're probably gonna want to make another avenue, which is the NFTs. And now that's our thing. But Loki's a great show. I recommend you watch it. It's pretty dope.
I take it there's time travel in Loki.
Yeah, they address it. Yeah. But that's why I say, dude, the time police will take care of it.
The time police. No, but really though, like who's the time police then? But other than the people of tomorrow, because they would have had to figure out time.
But then you get into the whole butterfly effect of, okay, well, why not just let one person from the future time travel back and then alter the reality? What if you live in the future and you have a shitty future?
Here's the thing.
So you're like, I'm gonna go back.
Well, but here's the thing, is how are you gonna have time police without having people who go back to the past?
Exactly.
So someone has to go back to the past at some point. And who's to say like, oh yeah, no. We already know that these things happened in the past. We know who already went there. So they just send that person to go there. If it was supposed to happen that way, as predetermined destiny, it's going to happen that way. However, if there's more of the options of free will, then that's where your butterfly effect kind of comes into place. But if it was already anticipated,
you're gonna like Loki.
Yeah, I know.
You're gonna like Loki. I mean, if your high ass is going deep like that, you're like, bro. I'm like, it's literally everything you just said is addressed to the show. And you're gonna. That's why.
The show. I'm not even talking about the show. I'm talking about real life right now.
And that's what's interesting that you're saying is that it brings up a very that little scenario that you're saying. Mm-hmm. It brings that up and addresses it in like an interesting way. So it could be out that way, but you're like they could also go back. So that's why I don't discredit time travel. Yeah. I always trip on that, that maybe it was, I think I don't know if I had that thing. I don't remember. Different time, different story for a different time. Mm-hmm. But yeah, dude, I could. Well, I don't discredit it.
There's also the concept too of like multiple timelines.
Yeah.
In that time isn't exactly linear.
Yep.
So then if the time isn't linear, then the butterfly effect really isn't a thing. Yep. I mean, it is a thing.
Because anything can happen to anything.
Yeah. But like that's like who says time's linear? That's how we have constructed it, right?
Yeah.
But realistically, if it was linear, then I should be able to go back 10 seconds ago when I was talking about it and be like, hey, look, let's walk back in time real quick.
And we lost everybody.
Yeah. But no. But if it's like it's the concept of more so like a cloud, right? You just have a bunch of little particles everywhere, and then it's you can just go, oh, boom, that spot. Then that's where I can see time travel being a thing. Is if we can get down that concept, because I think it's probably like a sense of flow, but not exactly one direction. It's more of like a cloud or like a storm. You know how a storm kind of goes in a cycle and it's kind of everywhere. I feel like it'd be like that, or how wind moves. Mm-hmm. You don't even. You're like, hey, what?
No. Like, as in, I hear you where you're saying time travel could be like a storm, or like how wind moves, and
it flows. It goes in a direction, but it'll come back on itself, and then it'll go in a different direction, and all. So it's all over the place.
It's like a loop in some way.
It's a loop.
It connects somewhere.
Exactly.
Yeah. So. I mean, that's a trip, dude. I don't know what you've been smoking, but
nothing, dude. I'm sober right now.
I know you are. That's why. That's dope, though. And I think, dude, you're gonna definitely like the show. It's gonna have an interesting take for that, because it does have a whole like, oh, time isn't linear. But then if that's the case, then what about the other version of ourselves?
Yeah.
What about the version of yourselves that didn't do the certain thing that you did?
Bro, that makes me think of a bit I saw that Joe Rogan did, where he talks about like infinity and like multiple times. He's like, you know what infinity is? That means there's an infinite number of you all doing the exact same thing. So next time someone tells you, hey, you're better than that, go, apparently not.
Dude, fucking A, man. Joe. That's hilarious. They did a Dave Chappelle show. I think that they did it last
in Vegas.
Yeah.
I wanted to go.
I wanted to go too.
That would have been so sick.
Tickets seemed interesting, but no,
I'm kind of bummed I never like took the chance to go to the Comedy Store when he was here in California.
Yeah.
That was missed opportunity.
See, same. I mean, the only person I've seen is Joey, Uncle Joey.
You saw him? You saw him live?
Yeah, me and Mark, he's up to the Comedy Store a couple of times. We caught the bug. So like I was like, man, I want to go see him. So we went up there one night where he was playing, and wait, I think Joe was there too. That's the thing I'm tripping on. I don't remember.
I feel like they usually did like the same
Uncle
nights.
Joey and Joe. That's why I think he had ended up coming through, and that was the whole thing.
Yeah.
I just can't remember. Maybe it must have not been Uncle Joe. I know Uncle Joey stole the night from me though.
Yeah.
That guy's exactly there. Yeah, exactly. This fucking story, dude. Uncle Joey is fucking so funny.
Dude, he's fucking priceless.
That's
man.
why that's priceless.
He's a gem. He's a gem.
Fucking gem,
like,
dude.
Yeah. My Cuban, man. I was like,
yeah, dude, that's you, dude. That's why I saw his 4th of July intro, and I'm like, dude, that's what we should have done, dude. Yeah. Listen here, cocksuckers. We're fucking Americans. Don't let them tell you shit. But it's the truth, and that's why, I mean, literally, that's why Uncle Joey's like my spirit animal,
my spirit animal is an old Cuban Cuban mafia man.
An old Cuban, a super obese old Cuban mafia man. Smokes a lot of weed.
But doses everybody.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, dude. What he did to Lee Lee was so funny.
Yeah.
Some of those videos are hilarious. Where you see Lee dying, and
he's like, I think I'm gonna die.
Dude, this is crazy.
And it's funny
shit,
because he does it on the
They were
podcast
doing
where
wild
he
shit.
gives him like way too much, and then all of a sudden you
Lee, have a star of death.
it's only 50. It's only 50 milligrams.
Oh wait, did I say 50? I meant 500. Yeah, dude, that shit's hilarious.
He's like, what? What the fuck you do to me?
Dude, Lee's too funny too, dude. It was a perfect dynamic because Uncle Joey would just roast Lee. You know?
Dude.
And then Lee's just like, "What are you doing, man?" He's like, "Man, you're just sitting there. Get the fuck out of here. Go do something." You know. He's like, man, but I just want to stay home. You know. But dude, that's
because that man did any and everything.
Yeah,
any and everything.
Yeah, no, dude, he's an inspiration.
What a freaking.
Now he's in Jersey.
Yeah, I know.
Now he's in Jersey.
So yeah, another opportunity missed for myself. I wish I would have seen him live too.
Dude.
But I want to once Joe Rogan has his comedy place like set up in Texas. I want to fucking travel.
You want to do a Texas trip?
Yeah, just go there. I think it'd be so sick. Be rad.
What part of Texas is he at? I think he's Austin, right?
Yeah, Austin, Texas.
That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope.
That's where I think his comedy store is gonna be at. And he said he wants to make it like as close to like the comedy store as possible, but like improve in ways where it needed improvement.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be dope. I think it's gonna be a good time. I've never been to Texas, so at some point.
Yeah, I know. I want to go. I've never been there.
Yeah, Franklin's and all that. I mean, have you heard about Franklin's barbecue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want
barbecue.
I want some authentic Texan barbecue. Do you know there's that place
in San Juan?
In San Juan,
Heritage,
and it has fucking a line every day.
I'm so
like
bummed.
Down the sidewalk.
Me and Mel went there one time, and I was like, "Oh, dude, like it's not too big a line. Fuck it, let's stop." And we stopped, and then we see the sign, and I'm like, "Oh, brisket." I'm like, "Oh my god, yes." Then dude. Fucking as soon like we're like 5 people away, and I see the guy walk out, and I heard somebody say, "Oh, they ran out of something," and I couldn't make it out, and I'm like, "No, don't let it be the brisket."
Yeah, it was the brisket.
He fucking walks over, takes the brisket thing. I'm like, "No." So we had the beef rib. It was fucking huge, but
dude, I want to go try that place. That's like on my list.
Yeah, just to try the brisket. You know, it seems good. I think people have a craving for that kind of food. I just
love barbecue. So.
I do too.
Yeah,
I that's why for me, like, if I at some point in the future when I open up a restaurant, or if I want to open up a restaurant, I want to do like a super simple concept like that. Yeah, more of like a open fare. You should do as in like meats.
You should do like a Latin barbecue place and like make it like Korean barbecue. But instead of like doing Korean meats and all that kind of stuff, do like Latin meats. I have this thing where I want to do like I said, like open fare where it's like a changing menu, but you're really bringing on some simple like super simple like meats. You know, that would be a good concept. Everything that everybody wants, but just kind of like you're rotating the menu, but really you have just like this place, right? Yeah. Why do people like barbecue? Yeah, because it has what people want, which is your main meal and a bunch of these little sides, and then they're adding things. I was just thinking, like, why hasn't someone does it? Like, you know how you get a taquero and they have like the flat iron. Yeah. Like exactly like Korean barbecue. You just do that with Korean barbecue instead of, and on the side you bring them like all the shit they need to make tacos. Yeah, and you do that. That'd be freaking epic. That'd be pretty bomb. That'd be a pretty bomb restaurant. That'd be pretty bomb. You can be like, oh, what meats would you like for your tacos? I want to do like steak sandwiches. Like one day we have like steak sandwiches or like whatever meat we got. We got prime rib. You'd have to make it kind of fancy though. You'd have to do something to make people want to go. I like the whole barbecue. Like, I'm gonna go. I like the whole barbecue concept, and that's why I think you just gotta have. You just gotta make it trendy. I'm just trying to think of how to get it so that way the customers cook the food. The whole thing about that is that at the end of the day, it takes way too long, and there's way too much think about you have the space, you can do it. Yeah, but I'm just saying because if you think about the concept of Korean barbecue, it's genius. You just have people who cut meat, and then your servers. Yeah, and someone to do the dishes. Yeah, like you can transfer that over to Mexican food. Easy. Oh, I hear what you're saying. Oh, that's dope. That's interesting. Yeah, see, now you get what I'm saying. But yeah, that's dope. That's dope. But the whole thing about Mexicans is like they're the whole thing. They'll be like, why are we gonna go to a restaurant and cook like this shit? I could just go buy the meat. But that's why I'm thinking like you'd have to. It has to be like all you can eat. It has to be that, but it also has to be like, probably popped into a white person's town. Dude, that's not a bad idea. Because we might have to redact this episode. Yeah. Like pop it in the middle of like Ladera Ranch or something. Mexican Korean barbecue, which is not really Korean barbecue, but we're just doing Mexican barbecue. Yeah, Mexican barbecue. Which is we have little grills and you grow your meats and we bring them out and we charge you. We could we could just be like, listen,
Mexicans eat a lot of meat, dog.
We should reach out to Joey Diaz and be like, can we please use
We'll go
Uncle
bankrupt.
Joe? Can we please use Uncle Joey for the thing and call it Uncle Joey's barbecue?
Uncle Joey's.
Uncle Joey's barbecue.
Yeah, but maybe that'd be interesting.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Because then, but then we could use.
I like your concept though.
Yeah.
That's interesting, dude. You should build that.
Yeah,
that's dope. Because that would work out, dude. I mean, if you're doing a bunch of grills and then people just come up and then like they have their meats and they grill up their meats.
Yeah, it's exactly how you do Korean barbecue. You sit down, and be like,
this is just Mexican
can I get
food.
that? Can I get the El Pastor? Can I get the shrimp? Can I get the?
But the thing about the Al Pastor is that's different because that's how they cook that. That's on a rotating spit.
It doesn't always have to be.
Yeah, it doesn't always have to be, but
it's mainly just marinated pork. Is really what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's slow cook. No, the whole thing about the al pastor is it's slow cook. It renders down the fat.
No,
the best one does.
Bro, I have some bomb al pastor.
I've seen people that chop it up and grill it.
But that's the thing. Is we're serving this to white people.
Yeah, I hear you. But that's why that could work. But that only works for so long.
You can have really good tasting al pastor.
But
that's not like obviously the best is the slow roasted cook. Exactly. Yeah. There's a price point.
You can only do this in like somewhere where people want to spend $30 because you need them to spend $35 for all you can eat.
Yeah.
For that kind of all you can eat.
I know. I think $30 would be fine because you got to think also because they're gonna have to really eat that meat. They're really gonna be eating with tacos, like or with tortillas, right?
Yeah.
And tortillas are filling, and then also for your sides, what are you gonna bring out? Mexican rice and beans, which is also very filling. And people are gonna be
but Mexicans, that's what I'll tell you. Mexicans just kicked
the Mexicans ain't gonna want it. That's what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying. The white people, but not even that. I mean, every other culture.
Yeah. I'm just.
But no, I mean, I think Mexicans would dig that too. But I think, I mean, I say go for it.
And then you can have the sides with like different cheeses and all that kind of stuff.
Do it. Yeah, I think that's gonna be dope.
Yeah,
that's gonna be interesting.
I just need to make money off of Omi first.
And then you'll have the capital to be able to do what you want to do. You see, that's the goal is try out these things and do what you want to do.
Yeah.
And love,
Mm-hmm.
And that's why, dude. But for now, it's time to grind it out, right? For the next, whatever the plan is. But that's why I say, no, dude, we got to buy you Omi. You see the plan. Mm-hmm. And then it's just even saving your money.
And then making
even
Uncle
if
Joey's,
Omi.
Uncle Joey's barbecue.
Yeah. And even if Omi.
You could still do. What are we talking about? That could be part of the concept. I'm sorry, just now it's popped in my head.
What is it, comedy?
No. It could be part of the concept of like the appeal to the place is the al pastor can be slow roasting kind of thing, and then people order it, and that would be one of the meats that they don't have to cook. So then you have more
just
people.
Just like be dumb.
But because kind of the thing that sucks about Korean barbecue is when you have to cook and you're already hungry and you're just like, I still got to wait another 10, 15 minutes.
Yep.
But then there's at least a meat that is ready to go.
Yep.
And then that would be a good idea.
You're right.
And that would be a good balance.
That's pretty good because people would always eat tortillas, so regardless, we get them filled.
Yeah, exactly. So then you just get them the al pastor to like be like, oh, the al pastor is already cooked. We recommend you starting with it, and as you wait for your carne asada and your pollo to finish.
All right, I'll partner up with you.
And then it's perfect. And then but no, we could also make a comedy theme kind of thing where it's like all the artwork and all that stuff is like different comedians. And
all right, once we have capital, next time we see something, that has that, maybe that'll be one of the plans. That's dope, dude. That's a good plan. Yeah. Write that down. And look, that's a free one. If one of you guys beat us to it, then
if you have the money,
kudos to you.
And if you do, can we please have like 10%?
Yeah, no, hook us up. I mean, we want a spot on the board, and we have good ideas.
Yeah.
So,
you heard it here first.
That's the whole thing. So dude, that's my goal. Right now, like I see it, dude. It's time to grind. Mm-hmm. We're young. It's gonna be shitty, but grind it out, plan it out. In fucking 5 years, you'll be chilling. Yeah, dude. And there'll be some crazy shit. We'll be flying.
I'm so itchy right now from my sunburn, dog.
Dude, yeah.
I literally just keep scratching my back because I'm like, oh, it's so itchy.
I'll get you a back scratcher next time.
Back scratcher.
Butt stretcher. Dude, that's so funny. Family Guy. Yeah, it's good shit.
Dude, it's been so long since I've seen that show.
Dude, same. Yeah. I mean, it's so hard to watch TV anymore.
Yeah, honestly, I just don't have the time. I really don't have the time.
Yeah,
I really have the time to play video games and do this.
Yeah,
and work out and.
It's super.
There's just a lot of shit to do.
Yeah, right now it's busy time. I get it.
Being grown up is hard.
Yeah, but that's why. I mean, at the end of the day, dude, I always think like anytime it's like that, I think back to like a western. Like I said, dude, you're just in the Wild West.
Yeah, it's the Wild West.
It's fucking this part of the grind. And at the end of the day, dude, do you, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I say we just got to be happy.
Yeah.
Like, and that's where, like, I think, dude, that's why I always take, like, you know, I live vicariously through you when you were in the monastery where I was like, oh, dude, like, that's dope, but it's like we don't need all this shit. The minimalist life is, you know, really the more things you have are the more things that are really weighing you down.
Yeah, exactly.
At the end of the day, you know.
Well, I think it's funny too because it gave me I mean, I already had the kind of mindset, but like it gave me more so the mindset of like I don't need to go get more things. Like I have things. Like for example, this weekend I'm like I have the shirt that I wore in the second episode. Yeah, was the shirt I wore yesterday because it was like a Hawaiian themed party. And perfect. That's exactly. It's perfect. I don't need another shirt. Yeah. And Karina's like, they have other shirts at Marshall for like $12, and I was like, no, I already have a shirt. I'm wearing the shirt.
That's so funny.
I don't need more shirts.
That's why I mean, if anything, like you gotta like enjoy whatever you like. You know, exactly. maybe you want to get yourself a new shirt.
You know what? Instead of $12, instead of $12 on that shirt, you know what? I'll spend that $12 on a nice meal. How about that? I'd rather do that.
That's dope.
See?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. I hear you. You know. And yeah, dude, totally. That's where, you know, for me, I'm more food oriented too. You know, definitely. I'm like, oh, between this,
yeah.
Oh, you know.
I mean, obviously,
but I'm super picky now because most of the food's trash.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I feel like the quality of a lot of food places have gone down.
It makes sense, so it's not their fault. But I mean, it comes down to you have a product, you're gonna try to give it to me as cheap as possible. Yeah. And
it has to go back to COVID. You know, a lot of restaurants and places are struggling right now, so they're trying to bounce back so they can't.
There's a couple of gems.
Yeah, there's a couple gems.
Of course.
Bro, have you been, I think we talked about it before, but have you been to Mama Por Dios?
No.
You got to go.
I think you told me
you got to go. Yeah. I think I did. You really got to go to that place.
I'm going to check it out.
Even my dad was telling me, like, he's like, have you been to this place? It's called Mama. I'm like, I told you about this place.
Where is it again?
It's in Rancho Cucamonga.
Oh, yeah. What is it?
Mama Por Dios. It's a pricier place.
Okay.
But it's bomb. Like, we went for, like, special occasions.
That's super dank.
But,
yeah. Dude, that's awesome. What kind of food again?
Mexican.
But like how? Like what's so special about it?
It's just the way it's like everything's like over the top. Like okay, let's break it down because there's a lot. They do first of all, the inside's like eating inside of a club. It's just like a party 24/7. And then they have people walking around like they have a guy who goes around with a cart just full of bottles of alcohol, and he'll go to the tables and be like, "Oh, do you want a shot? Oh, do you want a shot?" You know, like it's just a little cart salesman. And then each drink is brought out in its like own crazy way. Like there's one drink that's brought out in like a little container thing, and you take it out, and it has like dry eyes.
You're like,
It's super. Yeah, you know, it's super. Like everything's like over the top.
Super over the top.
They have like plates that it's like basically I put it like this, and then it just has a giant ass fork. Like I mean, the fork is literally like the size of my forearm. And or like I'll have a knife, and then they have like a thing that you can order, which is a chandelier, and then it has a bunch of shots on it.
Oh my god!
Or you can order like an airplane of shots, or like this. Basically, rubber duck. Or you can get a drink. There's another drink that comes out. Excuse me, and it's like on like a little tray, and then there's like a little. It's like a little tub, and in the tub is a rubber ducky, and then the drink has like freaking dry ice, so it's all cool and misty. And you drink out of the fucking tub.
Oh my god! Yeah. So I like the rubber ducky. Yeah. That he's like,
they let you keep the rubber ducky.
Oh my god, that's so funny,
dude! It's super cool. And then they hook it up. They give you Mexican candies at the end, and it's freaking sick.
You were like, I had a great time.
Dude, it's such a cool spot, dude. I love that place.
Dude, I'm going to check it out. Shout out Mama Por Dios, Rancho Cucamonga.
Yeah,
Eddie says you guys are great.
Like they need it, dude. Cardi B was eating there, not that.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah. Okay. Cardi B be there.
Cardi B be there.
So try it out, definitely. And yeah, dude, that's definitely it. There's a good poke spot down here off Estrella. I don't know if you off Camino de Estrella. Oh, like what? As if you're driving by my house. Remember the liquor store? Yeah. Right there, right next to the liquor store. It's it pops. It's called Kawamata. Kawamata Seafood. Oh. Place is popping. Yeah. They have a line every day. Damn. Right out, fresh, and that's how you know it's fresh because they keep.
Well, I mean, they're right next to the beach, so it's perfect.
And they keep on chug it out. You know, it's not like they sit with the product. You know, every day like they sell out. Yeah. You know, so it's pretty good. It's awesome. Check them out. Yeah. And Poke Place, you know, you can set it up if you like. You know, that kind of stuff.
I love Poke.
Yeah, I love Poke too. So I love all that stuff, you know. So,
no, you wouldn't be able to do that.
What?
Because I was thinking, like, you know, like mojadas.
What's that?
It's like when you take the fish and you just fry the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to think of how you could make that work with the fucking.
With what?
The Mexican barbecue place.
No, you can't. That's too much liability.
Yeah, it's too much oil. That's what I was thinking.
Such a worry.
Too much liability.
Your best bet at that point is basically having like a wok kind of place. like where you have like one person and
like a Benihana's kind of style.
Yeah, where exactly where I go pick out your meats and then I'll cook them up for you and bring them out to you. You know. But again, we're just giving you guys. We're just giving you guys all these. This free. It's free money. Look at this.
We're taking the time.
Taking the time talks. We just gave you guys a restaurant concept, you know, or two, and all that stuff, you know.
Mexican Benihanas or Mexican Korea barbecue, whatever.
So it's like you're like, and I'm trying to do this thing where you know that it's like, so you're trying to make a Benihanas.
You're trying to make a Benihana.
Yeah, but it's Mexican. It's a Mexican Benihanas. That's the name. Mexican Benihanas. Description.
It's Yo Soy Benihana.
yeah. Yoshinoya. Oh man, dude, that's funny, dude. Yeah, dude. Now I'm all hungry, dude. What the fuck?
You're hungry?
Yeah. Now you got us going, dude.
Yeah,
now you're like, oh, dude. Now you're like, oh, dude, all this food and all that stuff, dude.
Well, dude, it just, I don't know. My mind just took off at that point. I was like, this is a good idea. I mean, come on, you can go so many ways with it.
I would definitely do that, but again, it's a money pit. I would like to start a restaurant if I had the money.
I need money
because
first.
I want an expense.
Yeah,
that's why people get like farms, because farms a lot of times are expenses, or avocado farms were big ones, because people normally break even on those.
Yeah, and the big thing is it's a lot of work, so it's like it's not something I want to be like, this is my source of income. I would be something that it's a side thing.
It's like a passion project.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
because I worked in food all the way up until I started working in escrow.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I mean, and that's why, dude. I mean, we both, yeah. And that's why the same thing. I love food, so I think that's great. And that's totally, like I said, like, at some point, want to try that out, dude.
Another cool concept.
What?
Basically, like, it's still Korean barbecue place, but you make it a burger joint. So people can be like, you ever wonder what it's like?
He obviously just loves Korean barbecue, so he's like, dude, I got an idea. It's Korean barbecue, but it's Italian. It's Italian.
No, but we have pastas. No, because I was just thinking the concept is like when I worked at In-N-Out, it's like you can make it very streamlined and very easy to like do the stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And then so I was just thinking it would be like, you know, people can just cook their patties and grill. Obviously, it's like, yeah, I could just do this at home, but you got to give some kind of twist. Like you have to have some like really good meat, or you have to have like some like cheddar stuffed burgers or some shit like that they can cook.
I think
do things like that.
I think just going off of your concept, way I would spin it is I would do burger blaze pizza. So
that's a good idea.
So it would be like a blaze pizza, but basically what you're saying, where you or like even like a burger. What's the place called where people love Chipotle?
Yeah.
You see all the ingredients. You have special ones that's like a stuffed patty and stuff like that. Oh, you want us to cook it? How long do you want to cook it? Medium. Great. Here it is. Super fresh. And you build it however the fuck you want. Yeah. Double mayo, fucking whatever weirdo wants. Oh, mustard, ketchup, you know, pickles, everything, right? Relish, you know, the works. And that's what's great, you know, as we kind of do that.
Or
we get blown out.
Or we make a burgers, Benihanas, right? And you call it out and in. All right, so it's like In-N-Out, but it's out and in, and the people come in.
We're getting hit with illegal law. We're getting hit with a court order. Cease and desist. Drop the name.
No, but it's out and in. So
it's out and in. We're the exact opposite.
Yeah, exactly.
No. It's
exactly. That's the thing. The customers cook the food for the employees. I don't think you understand.
Oh my god, no, that's where we lost it. And we're gonna.
I'm gonna stick with Mexican Korea barbecue. I feel like that's a better idea.
That was your gem.
That was the gem idea.
At the end of the day, you're like, it's a burger place, but you can change up a burger however you want. And it's like, wait, can't you do that already at In-N-Out? Wait, you can. I want a burger, toasted bun, right? You know, mustard, all that.
Well fried.
Yeah. That's how we were like, dude, we
get the In-N-Out experience. I'm surprised they should capitalize on that. Really, I think that'd be a good idea for them. Be like, do like a few stores where it's like a special thing where it's like, oh, like come and like see how we cook our stuff, and then have like kind of almost like a museum kind of thing where you can have people come in and they can make their own burger from scratch and do it like how they do it there, because there's always people who are like, oh man, it looks so crazy what they're doing.
Yeah.
And then they can tell them like, oh, we flip it at this time and da da da.
Yeah, but then again, it's just too much of a commitment to one thing. That's where everything dies.
Well, no, I'm not. No, I'm saying In-N-Out should do this.
Oh, In-N-Out. Oh, yeah, In-N-Out. That'd be interesting. Oh, yeah, they'd kill it.
Yeah,
they'd kill it. But
because people are already interested in like, oh man, it's such a big franchise.
Yeah, it's an
like,
icon.
well, you can actually go and make your own burger from scratch at certain places. It's super cool.
In and out. Shout out. We just gave you another concept.
and then you leave. You pay extra and you leave with like a custom shirt from that place.
We need to go. We need to go to corporate.
Yeah,
I'm down. Let's sell the idea to corporate.
I actually know a guy.
Great.
That works in corporate.
We're there. All right, guys. Next podcast, you should hear back from us about our venture in and out, and we're on the board now.
In and out.
Shout out In and Out for life. We are connected.
We are good.
And he's like, I got a number guy.
I know a guy.
I got to know a guy. I know a guy at corporate.
All right, brother.
Man.
I think that's good. I think we should call it quits there.
I think
we're an hour in.
You know what? Yeah, I think that's a good one.
We talked aliens. We talked food,
and we gave you guys a financial update.
We talked money.
Actually, yeah, no. Let's finish off with just one more thing. You guys need to if you guys have side income, you guys need to start up a Roth IRA.
Yeah, Roth IRAs are good.
Start up a retirement account and trade out of your retirement account if you have the funds to do it, because then it's tax free and you can just kind of let that keep on gaining. IRA. That's dope. Yeah. That's dope.
We're at 36.5 still.
Huh?
We're at 30 point.
Oh look, yeah, OMI update. So yeah, basically, and a quick update. So, or what we were saying, basically, way you buy OMI, go on YouTube it, but there's a lot of people that break it down and you can see the video of them doing it, but you have to go to an exchange.
Yeah.
So
what's the one that you were telling me about?
Bit4x.
Bit4x.
So it's a different type of exchange, but the best way you can do is you buy and your Bitcoin on a platform like Coinbase. Mm-hmm. You can send when you own Bitcoin on Coinbase, you can send that Bitcoin anywhere. Mm-hmm. So you open up a Bit4x account. You send your money from your Coinbase wallet into your Bit4x wallet, right? Because it's basically like
so there's like a lot of steps to doing this.
It's actually super simple once you realize it.
Like you have to put money into to Coinbase, then you take that money, put it over to Bit4x.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, that's what crypto is. It's sending it, right?
Yeah.
So really,
but I'm saying like you can't just go to Bit4x and put money in there.
So here's the reason why I would advise you can. Yeah. But why I would advise you not to. So Bit4x is a Chinese exchange.
Yeah.
And you never know what can happen in crypto.
Yeah.
One thing or another, an exchange should just go off.
Yeah.
So that's why the beautiful thing about crypto is that like being anonymous, right?
Yeah.
So the reason I buy it that way is because at the end of the day, I'm comfortable with Coinbase. They're a regulated company. They have all their things secure.
Yeah.
So I could buy that Bitcoin on my Coinbase wallet, and then all that's happening is I'm sending my Bitcoin to my exchange.
Okay, gotcha.
Right. The only information being traded is the wallet number, right? Yeah. Now it's on this exchange, and from there, now I use that to buy OMI. So,
okay.
And I buy the OMI from that exchange, and then I send it, because remember, that's the beautiful thing about cryptos. I send it to my personal wallet.
Yeah.
Which is a great app called Trust Wallet.
Uh-huh.
You can store all your cryptos there. So a lot of the other exchanges where you actually own, because that's the end of the day, that's their goal, is you want to own the crypto.
Yeah.
When you buy crypto on Robinhood, you don't own the crypto.
Yeah.
In the future, they're going to allow you to. But for a while, like, you just bought it and they held it for you, and you sold it and they were basically selling out the price. But if you wanted to take that crypto, you can't do anything. Like, if you bought a whole Bitcoin on Robinhood, you couldn't transfer that Bitcoin out.
Yeah.
You don't own it.
You can only transfer out the cash.
Yeah, you could only sell your Bitcoin for profit. Whereas if you buy it on an exchange where you actually own that actual legitimate crypto token, so you can send that fund from your wallet to an external wallet. So that's why I say, for me, that's your safest bet, right? Is you don't want to keep too much on an exchange. So that's why, really, if you have Bitcoin, all you're doing is sending your Bitcoin to a different wallet, your Bit4x wallet, buying it on that exchange, and then sending that OMI, that crypto, to your personal wallet. So all those things are exchange houses, right? Sending it from there, and my goal is to always send it to my personal wallet, where you have all your info and you're able to store your crypto.
Cool. I think that's a good note to end on.
Yeah.
Now people know how to do it.
Love you guys.
All right.
Take care.
Love you guys. Thank you.
Peace
As
out.
always, like, subscribe, follow.
Yeah.
Well, follow the Instagram page. But yeah, subscribe.
Subscribe, follow. Please comment.
Let us know what you guys want us to talk about on the next one. Obviously, there's going to be another financial update. We'll check back in on OMI. But yeah.
Yeah, and then
this week's winner was Daniel Davidson. Thank you, Daniel.
Daniel Davidson. Yeah, dude. Shout out to the real one. Thank you for the feedback, man. And then we also want your criticism, dude. I mean, we want it all. So tell us where we're lacking. where you want us to speak more, maybe, where it's certain segments you want to know a bit more of or not.
He probably wants to know more about the Mexican Korean barbecue place, honestly.
You know what? The beautiful thing is we will see. The man will state his point. Yeah. And if you ever need help with anything, buying crypto or anything, reach out to Eddie and we'll gladly help out. We're always happy to help out anyone in the community that needs help. So peace out, guys.
Places.
Deuce.
Yeah, let's go eat now. It's getting hot. I'm hungry.